going on, Scorpio? Happy new moon eclipse in Libra in your 12th house. Soul purpose, healing, closure, coming homes, the end of all things, where the rising is the beginning of all things. So happy early birthday to some Scorpio suns. But this grid is for Scorpio rising, as we can see, but my readings can always be watched by Scorpio sun as well as a Scorpio moon. And I don't really know why. Well, I do know why. My guides, when I'm channeling in before I get ready, sometimes the title comes to me or sometimes it's images, but like, it's almost your season, Scorpio. It's almost your season. So like, it's like there's a level of deliciousness. I want you to think of like the view. What am I looking at? What view am I looking at? You know how like the vampires are always super sexy, and like I just want you to have this like this vibe. I'll show you my ensemble. This is how I want you to look every day. I'm pulling tarot cards as a wedding tonight, so this is my, as a Scorpio rising, black on black on black. They're my favorite colors. So just like the whole spectrum of black on black on black. So it's like I want you just to show up. Like show up as your sexy motherfucking self. Show up as your Scorpio self. You're run by Pluto and Mars. You have the scariest house in the entire zodiac wheel, but for some reason you have it run by Gemini. Oh my goodness. I know, it's a wild and crazy ride. Wild and crazy. We have Mars in your sign right over here. Like, it's happening so close to your ascendant, descendant sign, this eclipse season, Scorpio, that it's like, I know, we just finished the South Node transit of your sign. I know. There's a little version of all of your collective inner children that are just like, yep, that's fine. I'll just show up and be my sexy ass self and stuff. I want you just to think about your vibe, your normal everyday vibe, where you just like enjoy being in graveyards and you just like swim in the unconsciousness of everything. And it's delicious and wonderful and lovely. There's nothing wrong with how deep and mysterious you are. There's nothing wrong. I just want you to like love up on yourself and just show up. Traditionally, when the sun is in your 12th house, you're just like sleepy tired, and it's like don't go out or do things and stuff like that. Like take holidays if you can. Like just ride the wave. Once Scorpio season starts, you'll feel so much better. You'll feel effervescent. You'll feel John Travolta walking down Main Street. It'll be good. But it's like Pluto went direct in Capricorn, so the way that we've been feeling about our communication style and things like that, and the way we're getting downloads, a lot of you are probably receiving some really intense new information that might not make sense. It's like, yeah, it's like, you got, like, think of your favorite sci-fi fantasy movie where, like, go back to the vampires, where they're always sexy. Pretend you're a vampire, but you're not a vampire. Like, you're that woo-woo, you're that delicious, you're that, like, I want you just to constantly be wearing a cape. I want you just to be your very specific, different type of a self. Yeah. And just like rebrand sexy. Rebrand it if you need to. What is Scorpio rising? Okay. Some of you are in pain. Oh my God. Okay, this could be a little bit like, there's breakup stuff happening. Yeah. Jupiter retrograde. It's not even like breakup. It's like, this is weird. This is coming to me now. So it's like, because of how woo you are, the word that came to my brain is androgynous. So you're probably attracting people. I just like, don't run from situations that feel like, fuck, I should not go into that room. I don't want to walk into that room. I'm so fucking tired of walking into that. Just, you're going to have to walk into that room and just be yourself. And your vibe. It's like, I forget what sign I gave this parable to last. It was for the Aries full moon, I want to say, where it was like There was a commercial when I was growing up that was about a red car, and it was parked. And this woman was walking by the car that was parked and was like, slow down, just because it was red. They were talking about like the red car and stuff like that. So with your vibe, with your delicious vampire vibe, the people around you can tell that you're telepathic. They can tell that you're clairvoyant in some capacity. They can tell that you're woo-woo, and you're not intimidating. They are intimidated by you showing up. So don't let that inner child pop off. Don't let that inner child make you too afraid, and don't let that inner adolescent take over the motherfucking ship and pop off. I want you to see your inner child inside being like this and just say, hey, I got you. I'm in charge of the avatar. I've got this. I can handle anything that happens. Don't get me wrong. I dislike getting screamed at as well by unhinged people. It upsets my human. I do not like it. It brings me all the way back to childhood. I do not like it. So I get it, but show up and be your sexy ass self and take naps. Napping can be a food group. And I don't even have to highlight the South Node stuff. When it comes to the South Node Scorpio rising, it's like, say less. I've done that. North Node is in your house of everyday life and practical service. Chiron is still in that house. So a lot of you still have that little bit of like, nobody needs my woo-woo. I can just be woo-woo. You can't run and just pretend that you're like, you can't be by yourself. You got to do the things. It hurts. I get it. But with great power comes great responsibility, darling. And when you show up, Venus will bless you with the healthy people around you. It's like I see this moment of like, it's like your Wednesday Addams, black on black on black on black on black, like just sitting at the cafeteria table, and there are these like people that are constantly making fun of you and stuff like that, and you're just sitting there vibing and you don't care. You're not participating. And then all of a sudden, like this other group of people come over and sit with you and say to the people that were mocking you, like, they're not unhinged, but I am. So keep fucking around. And you know the rest of the tale. Yeah. Pop off again at her and see what happens. Yeah. So keep showing up. You know when you have to stand up for yourself. You know your phrases and things like that. But this is really just about you vibing, being your sexy ass self out in the world. Yeah. This never, new boots, new shoes, maybe a pair of new shoes. Pisces runs the feet, so Saturn and Neptune retrograde in your house of play. Treat yourself to some new shoes. That's weird. I've never had, you know me, I've never said anything specific like that. I love channeling for you. Yeah, Mars is in your sign, so anything that like, they ain't worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If Jupiter retrograde has shown you like who is in your life and stuff like that for specific reasons, like just let it be. Let it be. I'll say less. Full moon coming up. Full moon eclipse, yes, happening in your house of relationships. So it's the soul purpose stuff, honey. Yeah. Enemies are still soul fam. They're your greatest teachers. Their human avatar is nasty, but their soul is bright and is teaching you something. So we must revere them and always say thank you by saying nothing. That's all. Love you.